Testing, testing, testing. Let me do a mic check. Okay, so I am live. Uh, what I want to talk today, what I want to talk to you today about is love in the digital world. Love in the digital world. So, um, currently, you guys, we are living in a time where it's almost as if we're in the matrix, where we have a lot of people that spend the majority of their time, including me, on the internet. And so I am going to talk about the top 5 ways to keep love alive in the digital world or the digital age. You know, we're living in a time where people make videos about what's going on, they talk about relationships, and it seems as though most people are talking about living, but they're not actually living life. And I'm someone who enjoys life. I get a rush out of actually experiencing life. And I would encourage you to experience life also. So I'm going to share my screen and create a vibe, and then I'm going to go into what I'm talking about, right? Let's get to it. Now, I'm going to mute this, but it says a relationship that's private but not a secret. A relationship that's private but not a secret, right? And it's definitely giving vibes of a secret, right? But, you know, it's important, guys, for people to see positive images, and no relationship is perfect, right? No relationship is perfect. However, without human interaction, human connection, what or how would we experience life, you guys? We wouldn't experience life. We'll constantly be in a situation where we're finding negative things to discuss, right? And so uh the top the top 5 ways, guys, that we can keep love alive in the digital age is: number one, prioritize quality over quantity in digital communication. In the digital age, it's easy to get caught in the cycle of constant but shallow communication. Instead of endless "how was your day" text, prioritize more meaningful conversations. You know, ask your partner or the person that you're dating or you're seeing, ask them real questions. Getting to hear their voice, spending time with them in person, setting a real time to where you two can be together. I think that that's the real key that I think a lot of people in this age miss out on. I've heard people say like, "Oh, I was dating this girl for 6 months, but I never met her. We was just talking on the internet." That's Come on, guys, and ladies too. Come on, ladies, plan a date. Go see this person. It's nothing wrong with uh internet dating, a person being from a different region than you, a different city than you are. But you would have to plan to meet up in person to actually see if the vibes are real. right? And also, if you're going to use the phone, try using cute voice notes, video calls to convey tone and emotion, dedicating time just for you and your partner, rather than always multitasking. Like, you don't want your partner to feel like an employee or feel like, they are not a priority. So, number one is prioritize quality over quantity in digital communication, because let's face it, guys, we do have to communicate, and using the cell phone is the world that we're living in, right? But sometimes if we overdo it, it can drain our energy. And the goal is to foster emotional intimacy, not just check a box. Two, right? Number two is balance screen time with real world moments, right? We have to balance screen time with real world moments. Um, it's about real life connection. So we have to balance the screen time with real world dating, real world events. While technology can be a great tool for staying connected, it should not replace in person interactions. I can't stress this enough. Set boundaries around your devices, such as having tech free date nights or designating certain areas of your home, like the bedroom or dining table, as phone free zones. Make a conscious effort to be fully present when you are together and plan shared experiences that don't involve screens. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Like, imagine you were trying to, spend time with your partner, their phone is going off. It's bad enough, guys, these jobs and these careers can just drain us. And imagine the one person that you want to spend your time with, they have to compete with all of these other priorities, right? And I know that the bills are important. I know that, your family, your extended family is important. But if I'm with my lady, I want her full undivided attention when it's time for me to receive that. And she wants my full undivided attention. Three, use technology to enhance, not replace intimacy. Guys, you can do some really unique things with these cell phones these days, guys. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, and I think that we're in a situation where it's easy for things to be overdone or oversold. Like, we're in a situation where I hate to say this, so I'm gonna try to say it in a chill way, but we see a lot of women on the internet, showing their cakes. But imagine you open your phone and you see a inviting picture from your lady, or something sweet. The phone should be used to enhance communication. And I can't stress that enough, right? Um, to convey a message. When you are texting the person or whoever you're interested in, it should always be with a goal in mind, right? What is the goal? What do you want? And sometimes, guys, a lot of times, absence make the heart grow fonder. Believe it or not, we're living in a world where we can't undervalue the fact that absence can absolutely make the heart grow fonder, right? And I think that people can agree with that. And I think that what I like most about love in the digital world is that We have access to do so many cool things, you guys, like things that previous generations could not do. And I just think that we should use technology to enhance, not replace intimacy. Why? Because technology can be used creatively to strengthen your bond, curate a shared playlist, send surprise deliveries, or create digital rituals like a morning check-in message. Hey, let's face it, some people will find themselves in long distance relationships, and technology is increasingly important. So you could do virtual dates, you could watch a movie together, cook the same meal over a video call, play online video games, the small things, acts of service. These intentional digital habits can make technology a tool for communication rather than a source of a distraction. But the key is getting together. That's the real key. Technology should be used to get us together, right? Four, handle conflict with care, right? A lot of times, guys, we want to avoid conflict, but sometimes we have to have conflict. And I think that with text messages and in a text based communication, it can easily lead to misunderstandings because you can't really gauge how a person is sounding or their body language. So a conflict can arise. Avoid trying to resolve it over a text, right? So if a problem arises, try to talk to the person, call them, ask to meet them in person for a conversation. Use language as a tool to build a bridge. You know what I'm saying? To let your person know that you understand their perspective. And it's crucial. I cannot stress this enough, guys. It's just crucial to resolve disagreements privately and respectfully rather than airing them out over social media. We see so often something happens, somebody goes to social media and they start talking about something that's private, right? They start talking about, hey, did this happen to me? And 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 I'm going to tell everybody exactly what happened, right? Come on, guys. You know, come on, guys. So in life, it's always best, especially with those you love, it's always best to try to handle things privately. You know, no guy wants their partner making them feel a certain type of way on the internet. You know what I mean? So I think that that's key, right? And five, set clear boundaries on social media. Social media can be such a frenzy. It's like a breeding ground for comparison and jealousy. So in no way, shape, or form should the person that you respect, and you should respect your partner, should be jealous over something that's going on social media. So talk openly with your partner about your comfort levels and expectations regarding online sharing. Respect each other's privacy and avoid snooping. Remember that what you see online is often a curated, idealized version of reality. It's not really real. By setting clear boundaries, you can prevent social media from creating unnecessary tension and instead focus on nurturing your genuine connection. And I think that that's so key, you guys. Um, Relationships should be beautiful, guys. Like, I'm gonna be real. We live in a world where relationships are often demonized, and a lot of times people uh people often try to people often try to present something on social media that's not real. And I just think that we should use our technology to build bridges. And I think that is so interesting that we're in a world where we have all of this technology that could increase communication. Instead, we're desensitized. We're not communicating effectively. So, this is my broadcast about love in the digital world. And I'm going to play one last clip and then I'm going to close this out. So, I hope that this was constructive. It was 5 things that you can do to keep love alive in the digital world. And I think that it could be beneficial.
Black men, I love you. And it's possible that when I say that, you might believe that I do it for likes or attention, and that's okay. Because they haven't been given the message by God that I've been given. So their ignorance or lack of inclusion into the Lord's will for what I'm doing, that's all right. So I let them have it. But there is something that I'm being called to do by God, and I can't do it without you. I need you. I can't do it without you. And even if
And I think that that's so key. Like that's what a lot of men want to hear. Like you want your woman to acknowledge that you're needed, right? And vice versa. The ladies want to be acknowledged that they're needed. We have so much craziness on social media, that demonizes relationships. And I don't think that things can be 100% harmonious all the time because we live in a hostile environment. But I definitely think that if you are going to participate in a union, it should definitely be mutual, right?
I could do it without you, I would not. Because if I try to do it without you, I'm doing it without God, because he's called me to do this thing with you, not without you. And if I do it without you, it won't be blessed by him. So I'm doing it with you.
And we need these type of messages to be sent out because we're in a time, guys, where breakups are more common. People are feeling very disharmonious. A lot of jealousy and envy and just low vibrational energy. And it's like for my men out there and my ladies, both parties, we work so hard. We go out there in the world, we work hard to earn our keep. You want to come home to something that's inviting, right? I believe that we have to find a way to keep love alive in this digital world. So that's been my broadcast today. I thank you guys for tuning in. You can like, share, subscribe. I would love to hear what you think in the comments and tell me ways that you think one can go about keeping it respectful on social media in regards to if you're dating someone, right? And also love in the digital world. I would love to hear what you think. It's been real. And this has been a broadcast, official TMP Ways Media. I'm your host, Brian. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm in Houston, guys. It is very hot in Houston, Texas. Like, man, like literally, it doesn't matter if it's 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, guys. Houston heat is unreal. And I gotta say, ladies in the city of Houston, you know, it's a lot of fellas that's out there making that good money in the city of Houston. So I love to see you guys come together, keep it constructive, keep it player, stay safe out there. Peace.